So the thing about theatre in the end is only one question. When you come to see it, there is only one question, which is it alive? Hello, my name is Simon McBurney and I am an actor, although on this particular show, which perhaps you're looking at, I am called the director. This company who've produced Mnemonic is called Complicité. We called it by a French name because we thought that we were going to be performing more in France than we were in England. It is a collection of artists and different people from different places all over the world with very different kinds of skills. The point about the company was a group of people who wanted to make something.
Hello, I'm Christina Deinsberger. I'm a Berlin-based director and have recently increasingly worked with Complicité. Our relationship has been going on for, I think, almost 4 years now.
Mnemonic means an object that stimulates memory. That's what it means, and it's a show we did 25 years ago, but we have remade it now.
We basically follow the story of Omar and Alice, who are a couple. Something happens in Alice's life, which is that her mother dies and she runs away. She finds out her father might still be alive, so she basically chases off, trying to find him somewhere in Europe.
In Mnemonic, we're on the top of the mountain one moment, we're in somebody's room the next, and the moment after that we're inside a train. How do we do that? We do that with light, with sound, but also with the bodies of the actors. The piece of theatre is made with the people who are watching. If I am pretending to be in a train, I have to do it in a way which is recognizable to you. So you, the audience, will immediately begin to imagine.
So, I think what we've been filming is my attempt to introduce 5 students who have not yet experienced much of our practice, to throw them into something like a day in our rehearsal room would look like. I've only worked with exercises and tasks that we also use in our room. What we've done is we start in the morning just with a bit of a warm-up. We usually do that a bit longer. We do a lot of yoga and sort of certain ways to explore journeys through the body, just to understand how a body is put together, how it's built up, and also to just train. Like a lot of Complicité work is also a certain amount of training over a couple of weeks, so we get such an understanding of our bodies that we can really actually make the beauty in the movement. That is the base of the work. Then introduce a couple of opportunities to integrate that in the language of theatre. So movements, ideas like moving as a group, for example, which is something that we work with a lot. Moving objects to form a picture, to form an image. Great, and you step out and we step in. Every one of you grab some sort of object. Everything arrives at the same time. We hold there, and then we leave all at the same time again. There is this, and I'm sure Simon will tell you the thing as well, because we both love this story, there is actual research that when people watch something like a piece of theatre in the room, and they are moved by that their heartbeats synchronize. So there is an actual physical connection between the people in the audience, and every performer will be able to tell you that they feel that. There's always a relationship between the audience and the people on stage, and this is why I think you've noticed maybe in the exercises, we always work with a couple of people making something and the others observing. So already when we did the exercises in the square, I kept people outside watching, because there's a certain tension between observing and between showing and making. And I think as long as everybody is engaged in that process, you learn a lot doing both. You also learn a lot observing. So all the teachers out there, I would encourage you to put yourself, it's exposing, it's not simple, but try and put yourself into the position as well to participate and to also be inside the exercise. It's really useful to not just be outside, and let the students observe as well.
what you're doing is you're looking and you are quickly making a story about what you see. Why is that important and why am I talking about it? Because that, if you like, is one of the things at the heart of what complicity is. It asks the audience to do some work. Asks the audience to look at the stage and interpret what they're seeing.
The human mind, as soon as we see a sequence of images, tries to attach meaning to things, so they make a story. The audience also wants to make their own story, and if we spell it out to them too clearly and go like, no, you have to know this and this and this and this and this, they have no chance to get their own imagination going and to connect with their own fantasy when watching theatre. And I think that that's part of the beauty of making theatre, is that it's a shared experience where everyone is creative in a way, like everyone in the space brings something to it. I think the audience sometimes underestimates how important they are.
So if there is any method to the company, or if there is one driving force in the company, it is this desire to connect with you.